Hello and welcome to the Rotary Club of Evanston's 100-year celebration. My name is Brooklyn Britches and I'm a singer here in Chicago. I'm so honored to be here with you tonight, singing a couple songs for you throughout the evening. I hope you enjoy. To kill a mockingbird is to silence the song that seduces you. Why? 'Cause we need that desire in our hearts to survive. And we need that burning fire in your soul to know you're still alive. So catch me when I fall. Or did I dive at your delight? In my heart I can fly, and I cannot disguise my love. There is no time, and I wouldn't know how. Constellations tonight are so fearsomely bright, my love. I have no fears left, 'cause I am Atticus now. Remember what we lost like hot coals in my hands from days gone by. Like Pandora adored the euphorias her heart raced. Like love lost You've got to try even in vain. Feels like you go insane. But you're the hardest instrument that I've ever had to play. In my heart I can fly, and I cannot disguise my love. There is no time, and I wouldn't know how. Constellations tonight are so fearsomely bright. My love, I have no fears left, 'cause I am Atticus now. Why don't we fall into the waves? Can't you see how my heart yearns to misbehave? Constellations tonight are so fearsomely bright. My love, I have no fears left, 'cause I am Atticus now. Why don't we fall into the waves? Can't you see how my heart yearns to misbehave?
Good evening. Thank you for joining us to celebrate 100 years of service for the Rotary Club of Evanston. And thank you to Brooklyn for the lovely music to start us off tonight.
We're the co-chairs of tonight's event and are thrilled that you're here to celebrate with us. Today, May 1st, 2020, marks the 100th anniversary of the Rotary Club of Evanston. When our club was chartered in 1920, it started with only a few members. Today, we're joined by hundreds of people from around the globe.
That's right, and it's wonderful to see you all here tonight celebrating with us. Thank you for coming. We're raising funds tonight for our charitable fund, and our goal is to raise US $50,000.
We're fortunate to have a very special guest with us serving as MC for the evening. Jennifer Jones currently serves as Rotary Foundation trustee through 2023. In her professional life, she's the president and CEO of Media Street Productions, an award-winning production company in Canada. Jennifer has served Rotary in many roles, including as Rotary International Vice President in 2016-2017. She's been recognized with many awards from Rotary and in her community.
Jennifer, take it away.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Helen, and welcome everyone to the Rotary Club of Evanston's 100th Centennial celebration. It is such a complete joy to be with you all tonight. And these are all folks that I know so well, and we've all spent time together over the years, and to be able to celebrate your special anniversary together is really, truly an incredible opportunity for me. I'm coming to you from Canada tonight, and isn't that the great joy of this virtual world that we're all in right now, being able to connect the world just through all of this kind of technology. Tonight, we're creating awareness, we are raising funds, and I do want to direct you to the event page. It is located at betterunite.com/Evanston Rotary 100. And you can also text to give, which is always lots of fun, by texting RCE 2020 to 847-750-5392. Now, let me just repeat that number one more time. We're going to say it lots of times throughout the entire broadcast, but just for those of you who have a pen and paper in hand, it is RCE 2020 to 847-750-5392. Now, I know that there are lots of folks in the club who are all at home and doing their own retro version of this evening. So let's take an opportunity right now to get a little bit of a shout out from some of the members. They want to have a chance to say hi to y'all before we get going.
Thank you for coming.
So glad you're here to help us celebrate our anniversary. We'd love to know who's here and where you're coming from. So if you could put that in the comments, that would be fantastic.
I salute all of my good friends at the Rotary Club of Evanston, and once again, congratulate you on such a special night. We now have a very special guest, a good friend of your club, of all of our clubs. Please welcome the president of Rotary International, Mark Maloney.
Thank you, Jennifer. As president of Rotary International, it is my honor to join you tonight to share my sincere congratulations for your club's 100th anniversary. The Rotary Club of Evanston is truly remarkable. You are known around the world because Rotary members know Evanston for the Rotary International headquarters. I understand you are called the Home Club, and with good reason. You are at the heart of Rotary's headquarters at One Rotary Center. You have a history of service, and many of your members are part of our outstanding staff team at Rotary International. You might even say that the work you do helps Evanston connect the world. That phrase has a nice ring to it. It is a great tradition for the Rotary president to be an honorary member of this club, and my wife Gay and I have enjoyed being with you on several occasions. In the 4th of July parade, and recently packing meals with you for your local food pantry. More than a century ago, Rotary pioneered a new model of service leadership grounded in person-to-person connections. And the Rotary Club of Evanston was a part of that movement early on. Today, your group is one of 35,000 service-oriented clubs within a network that spans the globe, bridging cultural, linguistic, generational, and geographic barriers. And all of us share the vision for a better world. But what does that mean for us today, particularly as we face the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic? Now more than ever, Rotary connects us to people we would never otherwise have met, who are more like us than we ever could have known. Rotary connects us to our communities, to professional opportunities, and to the people who most need our help. When you combine this network with the energy and commitment of Rotarians, the results are almost magical. We are people of action, people who not only want to change the world, but also have the ability to turn inspiration into real and lasting change. We have that ability because of who we are and because of what Rotary allows us to do. These connections that I have talked about today are not the work of a self-driving organization on autopilot, or even of the great Rotarians who came before us. The connections are yours. The service is yours. And Rotary's impact on Evanston and the world is up to you. You will have a lasting impact on the world, but you will not do it alone. While we may approach things differently, together we are so powerful. We represent an organization of 1.2 million inspired women and men who have come to Rotary with the goal of building a better world. Building a better world might seem like a daunting task until you understand the power of connection. Because it is the power of connection that will allow all of us to do the tasks we have set out to do. We are Rotarians, Rotaractors, and supportive members of the family of Rotary. And we are going to harness the power of connection just as the Rotary Club of Evanston has been doing for a century, and our global organization has been doing now for over 115 years. We have a long, proud heritage, and together we will thrive for another 100 years or 115 years, because we are not afraid of change or afraid to face what the present or the future holds. Together, we will walk the path of this important journey as Rotary connects the world. Once again, my congratulations to the Rotary Club of Evanston on your 100th anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, for your words of inspiration and celebration. It's now time to switch over to past president of the Rotary Club of Evanston, Paul Larson, and he has prepared a very special walk down memory lane. Let's take a look.
On the shore of Lake Michigan is an extraordinary community known for its natural beauty, world-class university, progressive government, and socially and civically engaged residents. Evanston, Illinois. Among its many distinctions, this unique place is also the home of the Rotary Club of Evanston, which for 100 years has been one of the city's most important civic organizations. Those who have belonged to the club over the years have literally helped shape Evanston into the city that we know today. Through their commitment to civic improvement, charitable giving, volunteering, and using their professions as an opportunity to serve the community. Rotarians have a phrase for what the club offers. It's called service above self. It was in 1920 that Cy Dennis, the Dean of Northwestern University's School of Speech, took it upon himself to organize a Rotary Club in Evanston. Rotary was growing around the world. Dennis had been a guest at other Rotary clubs and was impressed with what he saw. On April 27, 1920, 24 local men, from bankers and merchants to university faculty and members of the clergy, met for lunch at the North Shore Hotel, the first ever meeting of the club. 4 days later, on May 1, 1920, the club's official charter was issued. The Rotary Club of Evanston became the 734th club in Rotary's rapidly expanding global network. Today, there are 35,000 clubs worldwide. With the exception of a brief period in the 1970s, Evanston's club would meet at the same time and the same place, 12:15 p.m. Thursdays at the North Shore Hotel, for almost 9 decades before moving to Rotary's corporate headquarters in 2013. Over the course of a century, nearly 1,000 individuals have been members of the Rotary Club of Evanston, which peaked at 150 members in 1975. Through the decades, the club has helped build strong partnerships and collaborations in the community. Among its members have been some of Evanston's most influential leaders, including presidents and CEOs of well-known businesses and not-for-profit organizations. Honorary members have included luminaries, such as Charles Gates Dawes, a Vice President of the United States who received the Nobel Peace Prize. As our society has changed, so has the look and feel of Rotary, which today includes a diverse mix of men and women from all backgrounds. The club has become a gathering place for people of goodwill who want to make our city and the world a better place. Everyone is welcome. When the headquarters of Rotary International moved to Evanston in the 1950s, the club gained special distinction, becoming known as the Home Club. And over the years, many of Rotary's top executives were either honorary or formal members. The club's location in Evanston has made it popular with visitors from international Rotary clubs, who take part in local club meetings while they are in town on Rotary business. As one of the larger and more active clubs in Rotary District 6440, which stretches from Chicago to the Wisconsin border and west to St. Charles, the club has had many district leaders as well as members who were involved at high levels of Rotary's global leadership, including Wilbur Pell, who served on Rotary International's board of directors. The club has done much to strengthen Rotary's presence in Evanston over its 100 years, including sponsoring the launch of a second local club in the 1980s. The Rotary Club of Evanston Lighthouse meets Tuesday mornings and today is a valuable friend and partner to the Home Club, with many outstanding programs and services benefiting Evanston. Perhaps the Rotary Club of Evanston's greatest contribution to advancing the principles of Rotary came in the early 1960s, when it created the Rotary International Friendship Garden, a public garden located in Evanston near its Ecology Center. Planting in the Friendship Garden began in 1961 with trees and plants donated from countries around the world. The idea was to symbolize international peace and understanding. Since the first tree was planted in 1961, more than 100 trees have been dedicated to nations around the world. Today, the garden is a treasured asset for Evanston and the public. Over the club's 100 years, its hands-on service and generous financial contributions have supported a vast number of local and international projects. Hundreds of thousands of dollars have been raised through weekly and annual donations. And this has been supplemented by countless volunteer hours and major yearly fundraising programs. Today, these activities support the Rotary Club of Evanston Charitable Fund, a formal entity the club launched in 1993. With a historical emphasis on supporting youth, the club has for many years provided academic and vocational scholarships to students graduating from Evanston Township High School. And its community grants have supported local improvements, from addressing violence and homelessness to promoting literacy. The Charitable Fund has also supported the club's international projects, intended to promote goodwill globally. This has included efforts in Guatemala, Haiti, Kenya, Uganda, and many other countries. And the club actively raises funds for the worldwide projects of Rotary International, including its long-standing effort to eliminate polio, a massive global campaign that has directed billions of dollars to fight this disease. As it looks to the next 100 years of service, the club has embarked on a new strategic plan with a focus on addressing emerging issues for both Evanston and the world, such as food insecurity. And it is finding new ways to engage tomorrow's generation of Rotarians. Beyond all else, the club is committed to continuing its most important purpose, serving as a gathering place and forum for Evanston leaders, where people of action, motivated by the desire to serve others, can find ways to do good together. They've been at it faithfully for 100 years, every Thursday at 12:15, with that simple goal in mind. Anyone who believes in service above self will always have a home here. The Rotary Club of Evanston, providing a century of service to Evanston and the world.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much for sharing your talent and creating a wonderful slideshow for all of us to be able to watch. And for those of you who would like to see it again, it will be housed on the club's website and through social media channels. So if you'd like to take another stroll down memory lane, you're more than welcome to be able to visit those and do that. Now, tonight is about awareness, but it's also about raising critical funds, funds that allow the Rotary Club of Evanston to do good in their own community and around the world. So you are having an opportunity to donate tonight through a couple of different channels. First, the event website located at betterunite.com/Evanston Rotary 100. And as I mentioned earlier, you can give by texting to RCE 2020 to 847-750-5392. Now, the club has also created a very exciting silent auction that you might want to scoot over and visit. There are some interesting and amazing items, some art, photography, jewelry, and some of these things are created by members of this Rotary Club. So help them out, support them, and go take a peek. To view our silent auction and or to make a bid, please visit our virtual event website at betterunite.com/Evanston Rotary 100. Great items to be able to bid on, and don't forget that bidding won't close until May 3rd. Right now, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Evelyn Lee, the current president of the Rotary Club of Evanston, with some remarks that she would like to share with you tonight. Evelyn?
Thank you, Jennifer. It's wonderful to be here tonight. This year, our club established a new award that we will give out each year. An award to honor something that all Rotary members around the world hold dear, and that's service. The William H. Logan Jr. Legacy of Service Award recognizes a pioneer in the community who is making significant contributions to the community through their time, action, talents, and dedication. This individual is seen as a role model of civic engagement and has established a history of distinguished service. This year's inaugural recipient is none other than William H. Logan Jr. Chief Logan, as many of us know him, has been a member of this Rotary Club for 38 years. William Bill Logan has been an Evanston resident and a pioneer his whole life. In his time as a student at Evanston Township High School, ETHS, Bill became the first Black football captain, first Black winner of the Meyerson Award for Football Excellence, the first Black homeroom president, and the first Black senior class vice president. After he graduated from ETHS, Bill attended 1 year at Western Illinois University on a football scholarship before being drafted into the Air Force. Upon returning from the Korean War, Bill joined the Evanston Police Department, EPD. After several years on the force with the inspiration after serving as a bodyguard for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during his visit to Evanston, Bill returned to school to receive his bachelor's in public administration and went on to graduate from the FBI's National Academy. After graduating, Bill returned to the Evanston Police Department, where he worked for 30 years, during which he became the department's first Black lieutenant, captain, deputy chief, and chief of police. In his time at the Evanston Police Department, Bill was a champion for innovative practices, including creating the city's first gang crimes unit and Citizen Research Advisory Committee, promoting the first female officer, championing a designated prosecutor for Evanston, and introducing community policing. In 1987, Bill retired from the Evanston Police Department to become Director of Safety and Security at ETHS, where he characteristically launched himself into his work, creating the school's first crisis plan, hotline, annual in-service training, and visitor sign-in system. Outside of work, Bill has co-founded numerous organizations, including the Chessmen Club of the North Shore, the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, NOBLE, and the Fellowship of African American Men, FAM. He also established volunteer organizations, including Mothers Against Gangs. Bill has served on the board of this Rotary Club, the Evanston Community Foundation, Evanston Parks, Recreation and Community Services, and the Levy Center Foundation. Bill's dedication to the service and protection of others makes him the perfect first recipient of this Legacy Service Award. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Evanston, we want to say, Chief Logan, thank you for your service.
From the depth of my heart, I thank you for the distinguished honor and privilege to both have this award, the William H. Logan Jr. Legacy Service Award, recognized in my name, and to be the first recipient of it. What an honor it is. At this stage of my life, to be given the privilege of having this award in my name makes all of the sacrifices worthwhile. My parents always taught me about the importance of giving back. From my dad, I always saw how involved he was in the community and how much an important part it was to his life. And for me, community service is an important part of my life and the feeling it gives me to help other people. And it would not be complete if I did not thank my beloved wife, Marcia Logan, and the 5 decades of support she gave me in all of my efforts. And lastly, I want to thank all of my fellow Rotarians. After 38 years of service, this organization has meant so much to my life for all that we have been able to do together in the community, all the lives we've been able to impact. 38 years ago, I joined Rotary after one of the members who was on the police department told me about Rotary and all the great things that Rotary was doing for the community. So I decided to join because I wanted to give back more to the community that gave so much to me, my family, and my life. And I wanted to be a part of such a wonderful organization doing so much to help so many people. After 38 years, I stand before you and can say that Rotary has been one of the best decisions of my life to be part of an organization that does so much for the Evanston community around the world. And in closing, I share with you a quote my dad used to always say to me, that there is a destiny that makes us brothers, None goes his way alone. What we give into the lives of others comes back into our own. And that is what Rotary has been for me and for the community, giving back into the lives of others in our community. Thank you.
What a special moment. Congratulations, Bill. A very well-deserved recognition. And thank you, Evelyn, as well. This year, we asked our community members and Rotarians around the world to make a $100 donation to the club's charitable fund to be recognized as friends of the club. Some have been friends for over 40 years and some are new. These individuals you see on your screen are special to the club and are helping to ensure that we can continue to do good work in Evanston and in the world for many years to come. Like the opportunity to become one of our 100 friends, you can head over to our virtual event page and go on to our website at betterunite.com/Evanston Rotary 100 for more information.
For decades, our club has fundraised for our charitable fund with what we call orchids and onions, allowing us to share the highs and lows of our week and support a number of causes. In honor of this tradition, we asked a few of our club members what they love about Rotary, an organization that has brought so much joy to our lives.
Good evening and congratulations to the Rotary Club of Evanston on its 100th birthday. My name is Bridget McDonough and I'm the retired general manager of Music Theater Works in Evanston. And I've been a member of the Rotary Club of Evanston for 32 years. And I served as the president in 1999-2000. One of the great joys of Rotary is getting to know folks from so many different professions, all of whom are passionate about what they do. The club members' careers span many fields, from healthcare to public relations, from education to the arts, from law enforcement to automotive maintenance, and more. In Rotary, your fellow members are not just names and a stack of business cards that you picked up at a networking event. They are friends you can trust because they share the values of Rotary. Happy 100th birthday, Rotary Club of Evanston.
Hi, for the past year, I have been the chair of our community service. of our local club, and naturally that's one of the best aspects I love of the club. We've been able to make an impact on our local community, whether it's maintaining our local garden or preparing and serving dinner at the local soup kitchen, packing lunches that we donate to homeless shelters, and even more. And I look forward to continuing our community service in the club.
Well, social connections through the Rotary Club of Evanston has been just phenomenal for me for the 20 years I've been involved with them. Both locally, the connections we make within the club, the connections we make within the district, but I don't travel without my Rotary locator, because every place I've ever traveled, if I ever needed help, I knew the first place to look was at the local Rotary clubs. So the locator gives me a phone number and some place to call to get some help. But because I always like doing business with Rotarians, you always know what you're going to get. You already know in advance you're going to get treated well. So social connections is everything in Rotary. It really is fabulous.
There are a lot of things that I love about the International Friendship Garden. The garden brings club members together, but it also provides a presence in the community as a place of peace and beauty. It is a place to gather for meetings and events, but also a place to serve together in fellowship. Our garden has a rich history to it that links our past members to our current members, and it provides a legacy to future generations of Rotarians and ties us all to the Evanston community. This past fall, we planted hundreds of flower bulbs that are starting to sprout and bloom in our garden. In this time of pandemic, the garden is a respite for us. It shows us that even in times of turmoil, the season of spring continues to bring new growth, attracting birds and bees just as it does every spring. To me, there's something comforting about the garden being blissfully unaware of the coronavirus, and those enjoying the outdoors and getting some fresh air in our garden will find a nice break from the news and uncertainty of our new normal. And I think that's probably more important now than ever.
What I love about the Rotary Club of Evanston is that we connect the local to the global. We reach out not only to our Evanston neighbors, which is vital, but we also reach out to our neighbors around the world. Our Rotary Club is active in international service, conducting a variety of projects, such as distributing water wells and mosquito nets to prevent malaria in rural Uganda, supporting disaster relief in Haiti, Pakistan, and Myanmar, working with our Chicago area clubs to provide X-ray equipment to hospitals throughout Guatemala. And my personal favorite, a women's microcredit project, Soap for Water, in Kenya, where some families live on just $2 a day. I'm grateful to be a part of the club that cares more about people near and far. Thank you, Rotary Club of Evanston, and happy anniversary.
Thank you so much for sharing all of your personal stories about what it is that you're doing in your community to make such a difference. The Rotary Club of Evanston also has a charitable fund that allows it to do incredible work around the globe. And the president of this charitable fund is Sean Isles, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome him tonight to share some information.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us and considering a gift to the Rotary Club of Evanston's charitable fund. Last year, we spent a year as a club trying to choose what our signature focus was. We had a lot of nonprofit leaders in our community come and speak to their areas of expertise. In the end, we decided that our club is going to focus on building food security. Your gift will allow the Rotary Club of Evanston's charitable fund to do good work in Evanston and beyond. $100 would help us provide 20 prepared meals to food pantries. $250 would fund breakfast for one Friday a month for a soup kitchen. $500 would buy supplies for 100 birthday kits to donate to families who cannot afford to celebrate a birthday. $1,000 would provide lunch to healthcare workers and meals to homebound seniors. This is something that we've had some success with recently. We've partnered with local restaurants to provide these services during the COVID-19 pandemic. $2,000 would help build a greenhouse in a school in rural Kenya, teaching agriculture and addressing food security to secondary school children and their families. To make a gift to the Rotary Club of Evanston Charitable Fund, please visit our event page located at betterunite.com/EvanstonRotary100. And you can also text. To give by texting, text RCE 2020 to 847-750-5392. Thank you for considering a gift to our charitable fund, and thank you for helping make our 100th anniversary a success.
Thank you, Sean. We've seen images of what the club has done in the past. Sean just brought us up to what we're doing in the present, and now it's time to listen to what's going on in the future. And it is an opportunity for us to welcome the incoming president of the Rotary Club of Evanston, Tracy T-Bear.
I'm honored that starting in July, I will be serving this incredible club as their president. In 2019, our club launched a major new initiative to address food insecurity. Did you know that in 2017, it was estimated that 1 in 8 Americans were food insecure? The impact of the global pandemic has caused a drastic increase in the number of people who were food insecure. In recent weeks, our club has recommitted ourselves to the focus of food insecurity by a short-term strategy to help recover and rebuild Evanston. I think of our club as a family with many generations of history. This family learns from one another, serves the community, helps one another, and makes the world a better place. My goal is to ensure that the Rotary Club of Evanston family continues to prosper well into the future generations and for the next 100 years. Thank you for celebrating with us tonight, and please join us for a future meeting or service project.
To view our silent auction and or to make a bid, please visit our virtual event website at betterunite.com/Evanston Rotary 100. And now we have another very special guest. It's time to get out our martini glasses, our champagne glasses, your water glass, whatever your beverage of choice is this evening, as we welcome the mayor of the city of Evanston, Steve Haggerty.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's not the setting I imagined that we were going to celebrate your 100th anniversary, but I'm so proud to join you and everyone in this momentous occasion. My deepest congratulations to the Rotary Club of Evanston for celebrating 100 years of service to this wonderful community. I've long admired the work that you do in the community and around the world. Many of you know, in my heart, I am a Rotarian, even if I am not a a signed member of the organization, and that's why not only as mayor am I happy to be here today with you, but as president of Haggerty Consulting, I'm really proud to sponsor this 100th year. Your community grants to Evanston and your focus on building food security to help address the needs here in Evanston has never been more important than it is now. It is great to see so many friends from Evanston here to celebrate 100 years. Please join me in raising your glasses and celebrating 100 years and the significant and rewarding difference you've made and you will make over the next 100 years. Cheers to all of you.
Cheers.
Congratulations, Rotary Club of Evanston, on your 100th anniversary. I hope each and every club member feels proud of the achievement and what it represents. It represents countless lives that have been changed for the better, lives of people like me. Thank you so much for sponsoring me as a group study exchange team member to France in 2007, an experience that truly changed the trajectory of my life. Upon my return, I joined a Rotary Club, where I went on to be a club president, a RILA camp counselor, volunteered for a grant project in Peru, and immunized children from polio in India. I went on to work for the Rotary Foundation, where every day as a major gifts officer, I get to help our donors give gifts that change lives and transform communities. So on behalf of all of the lives that have been improved over the last 100 years because of you, thank you and congratulations.
I congratulate you, the Rotary Club of Evanston, on achieving the century milestone, 100 years of doing good in the world. Observing this is very special to me because I visited your club with my daughter on her last trip. I wish you many, many more years of meaningful service. And I think there may have been a pandemic 100 years ago when you guys started. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to congratulate the Rotary Club of Evanston for your 100th anniversary, and I want you to know that how much I appreciate what you do, because part of what you do is what you've done for me. I am a Rotary Foundation Fellowship. It was an ambassadorial fellowship many years ago. I know you have another kind of fellowship now, but mine got me to Kenya for 1 year, and I have been there ever since. And that was in the 1970s. And you were a great club then, and I know you're a great club now. My brother is a member of the club, and I am very grateful. I've come back to Evanston, and you've always hosted me so graciously. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful year. Celebrate with all appreciation for yourselves and what you do for this planet, as well as for Evanston. So my appreciation, and you'll see me again, I'm sure. Thank you.
In 1920, the Rotary Club of Evanston came into being as Americans were owning cars, radios, and telephones for the very first time. You have, you are, and you will continue to enrich the Evanston community and touch thousands of lives, both locally and internationally. In the past 100 years, our radios have morphed to TVs and computers, and our telephones have gotten smart. But the ideal of service above self stays constant in Evanston. The community is forever infused with the Rotary spirit of service and generosity. Your club has provided the district with 3 governors and the Donald Ferguson Endowed Scholarship, which has given the world ambassador scholars and now global scholars. On behalf of District 6440, I salute you on your 100th anniversary and deliver this certificate of congratulations from Rotary International President Mark Maloney, recognizing your dedication to the object of Rotary and commitment to the ideal of service above self. Thank you, Rotary Club of Evanston.
Brooklyn Britches here, saying thank you once again for joining us for the 100-year celebration. I have one more song for you for the evening, so I hope you enjoy it.
Call my friends now that you're gone. You broke my heart. You know you were wrong. My life's been a dream without you in it. And with your last call, I knew I was finished. I ain't your girl no more, and you ain't my friend no more. I always knew someday this would end. Don't mail my mama, she ain't family no more. You lost that right when you walked out the door. Don't leave your shit as a memory to keep. Just take it out back with that trash in a heap. 'Cause I ain't your girl no more, and you ain't my friend no more. And I always knew someday this would end. I always knew you got so good at those little white lights. All of the photos and secrets you'd hide. Now I'm too strong to turn back around. With you I was lost, without you I'm found. 'Cause I ain't your girl, and you ain't my friend. I always knew someday this would end. With those 3 a.m. calls. 'Cause I ain't your girl no more, and you ain't my friend. And I always knew someday this would end. Yeah, 'cause I ain't your girl no more, and you ain't my friend. And I always knew someday this would end. Yes, I always knew someday this would end.
Thank you so much to each and every one of you for joining us tonight, for donating, for participating, and for celebrating 100 years of doing good in the world by the Rotary Club of Evanston. The charitable fund of the Rotary Club of Evanston has made a lot of money tonight, so thank you so much for your kindness, for your generosity, and for your support. The silent auction will be open, as we mentioned earlier, until May 3rd, so you still have a chance to get in there and look at some of your favorite items. And all of that will, of course, help them to do and continue to do the great things that they do in our community and around the world. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to throw it back over to the co-chairs for tonight's program, Michelle and Helen.
Thank you everyone for your support and participation tonight. We want to thank our sponsors for this event. Our diamond sponsor, Haggerty Consulting. Our gold sponsor, Avador Evanston. Silver sponsors, Albion Evanston, Byline Bank, Dempster Auto Rebuilders, Fishel Dental, North Shore University Health Systems, Cervillo Consulting, Swigert and Associates, and ZS Associates. And our bronze sponsors, Aleem Insurance, First Northern Credit Union, Levy Senior Center Foundation, the Evanston Lighthouse Rotary Club, and the Israelite Group of Oppenheimer and Company.
And thank you to our donors. Thank you for bidding on the auction items, for contributing to our 100 Friends campaign, and for all your generous support. Thank you to all the speakers who joined us tonight, especially Rotary International President Mark Maloney, Evanston Mayor Steve Haggerty, Club President Evelyn Lee, and of course, Trustee and our MC tonight, Jennifer Jones.
I want to thank the committee that helped with this celebration event. We worked for many months on an in-person event and made a last-minute change to go with this virtual event. So thank you all for your work to make tonight possible. And last but not least, thank you to Bon Events, our event planning partners. They demonstrated flexibility and patience and put in countless hours to make this event a success. And with that, good night, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for
Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.
Bye.
Having you.
Thank you.